This is Inside Varsity Sports on the Baseline. Hi everyone, I'm Lou Brogno here at Don Bosco Prep, the home of the Ironmen, as they get ready for quarterfinal action coming up this weekend in the Bergen Jamboree. Don Bosco Prep playing perhaps their best basketball of the season so far. And in the quarterfinals of the Bergen Jambo, some outstanding matchups, including fifth-seeded Paramus Catholic, a team that beat the Ironmen earlier this year, going up against Ramsey, a team that has won 3 straight games. Number 7 seed Ridgewood, which has won 9 straight games, going up against the Green Knights of St. Joe's, a team that won, of course, in the first round and won easily. St. Joe's breaking a 5-game losing streak with that victory. But one of the marquee games certainly is 6th-seeded Hackensack. The Comets playing their best basketball of the season, going up against the Ironmen of Don Bosco, who have won 4 straight games. And we caught up with head coach Kevin DeVario, who talked about his team playing perhaps their best basketball of the season as they head into the Bergen quarterfinals.
The last 3 weeks we've been really practicing well. Offensively and defensively, we seem to be making progress. And, like you said, it's a really good time of the season to be moving in the right direction.
During the regular season, of course, your regular season schedule always tough with the likes of Bergen and St. Joe's and Paramus Catholic. Obviously, that's a great opportunity to get better during the season and get ready for the postseason, playing night in and night out against that competition.
Yeah, our league is every year prepares us for the postseason. We try to beef up the out-of-league schedule. And I think these guys are ready. I think they're ready to answer the challenge, and we look forward to it.
What's been the key to the team's success so far this season? Who are some of the kids who have contributed the most?
I think the key is probably us maturing as a team. We were very inexperienced coming in, and the key contributors have been Miles Ruth, Brendan McCalcio, Zeke Williams, who comes off the bench right now, but could be a quality starter. Joey Carroll. There's a countless number of kids who have, game in, game out, it could be somebody different. And I think it's been the contributions as a whole, as opposed to individuals, that's been the turn in the season.
For someone who hasn't seen Bosco play this year, what does Miles Ruth give you out there on the court?
Tremendous speed, plays both ends of the floor, can get into the paint anytime he wants, can score. Sets his teammates up, gets them the ball at the right times. So, as a point guard, it's really all we can ask of him, and he's played better and better as the year has gone on.
Bosco will have to contend with 6th-seeded Hackensack. The Comets playing perhaps their best basketball of the season. They've won 5 of their last 6 and feature one of the top players in northern New Jersey. 6'5" forward Seth Sharif Brown, averaging almost 23 points a game and just over 11 rebounds per contest as well. He poured in 24 points against Bergen Catholic in an 85-68 loss, 20 points against Ramapo, and 30 points and 11 rebounds in a big win over Old Tapan. But Bosco can contend with some Division I talent of their own. 6'1" point guard Miles Ruth has had some big games this season for the Ironman. He's already received Division I offers and had a big game last week against St. Joe's. 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Miles talked about the team playing good basketball over the last 2 weeks.
I feel we could compete against a lot better teams than the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, we was doing pretty good. But then during the middle, we started lagging a little bit. Practice wasn't going so good, but we starting to pick it up now. And practice being so good now that we starting to play better in the game.
What's been the key to the improvement of the team from the early part of the season to now? What's been the keys?
Our focus to win. Our being better, and us competing in practice makes us way better than we was in the beginning of the year. So us being able to compete and go at each other in practice, it makes everything way much easier in the game.
You have Paramus Catholic coming up this week, actually tomorrow night. You lost to them earlier this season. How do you approach the second time around with these teams. What do you take out of the first meeting?
Revenge, I'll say. Revenge. The first time we didn't play so good, but now that we play way more of a team, play more better as a team, we're gonna do pretty good second go around.
If fans haven't seen Bosco play this year, if they came to a Bosco game, what kind of style would they see out there? What makes Bosco roll out there on the court?
I'll say our hunger to win. I'll say our hunger to show everybody that we are that team and we are capable of winning and beating a lot of bigger teams in the state.
One of the big keys to Bosco's success over the last several weeks has been the play of sixth-man Isaiah Williams. He was a key contributor in their first-round win over Garfield in the Bergen Jamboree. Zeke, pretty exciting time of the year. Bergen Jamboree, quarterfinals. You guys are still very much in the regular season as far as the division is concerned. State tournament's right around the corner. Team at this point in the season seems to be peaking at the right time. What are your thoughts on this team moving forward?
We've been through a lot of ups and downs during the season and dealing with a lot of injuries. And basically, like what you said, I feel as though we have a great chance of competing and getting to the championship stuff.
What's been the key to the team's improvement since the early part of the season?
I would say consistency and basically going hard in practice and challenging each other on a daily basis. And that's basically what happened over the past few games, is just picking up the intensity in practice.
As you take a look at the quarterfinals are coming up this weekend in the Bergen Jamboree, but you also have a big game against Paramus Catholic tomorrow night. How do you keep that focus from one game to the next when you're in the Bergen Jamboree and then you're in a regular season? How do you keep the focus with these games?
Just taking everything in stride and just basically taking a deep breath and treating every game like it's your last, basically. Just having that same mentality from each game.
Coach tells me you're a very valuable sixth man coming off the bench. What's the key to being effective coming off the bench as a sixth man like that?
I mean, just understanding how the game is going and what's going to be a role, basically. If you got to be an energy guy, you got to go in there with energy and do all of the little stuff. And if one of the guys in the starting five is having a good game, how to come in and feed him, just basically working off what the starting five is doing.
Somebody came out to see Bosco play. What kind of team would they see out there on the court?
I would say young, aggressive, scrappy, and we're not going to let up. We're just going to keep going at you the whole game.
Another marquee matchup in the Bergen Jambo is 8th-seeded Pascack Hills. The Cowboys come in on a 6-game winning streak, but they have a tough assignment as they take on top-seeded and defending champion Bergen Catholic. The Crusaders have reeled off 3 straight wins, and they are led by one of the outstanding big men in northern New Jersey, Notre Dame-bound Matt Zona, who averages over 18 points per game.
I mean, I think guys are buying in practice and just playing hard in the games. That's all we really ask of our guys. Like, you just got to keep playing hard and good things will happen.
You guys had so much success a year ago. Does this team feed off that success?
We put that in the past. I mean, we learned from that definitely, but this is a new team. We got brand new guys, and we have new goals, and we're going to try and get those.
Obviously, the division is always tough. St. Joe's tough again. Don Bosco. What's it like going up against that tough competition night in, night out?
I think every team in this league is really good. I mean, everyone's really competitive every year. So, it just helps us get better when we play against great competition all the time.
Bergen Catholic gets to the quarterfinals by virtue of a first-round win over Hasbrook Heights. And one of the keys to that win over the Aviators was the play in the backcourt by their outstanding point guard, Rajon Figures, who scored 19 points against Hasbrook Heights in the victory.
Definitely our practices. We've been picking up for the last few weeks. It's been good competitors.
When people come out to see Bergen Catholic play, what kind of a team are they going to see on the court? What kind of style of play does this team like to implement?
We always on offense, even on the defensive end. We always play defense and play physical and tough.
Obviously, the schedule's tough as always, especially in your division. St. Joe's, Bosco, tough as always. So what's it like going up against that competition night in, night out?
I mean, yeah, it's tough. You know, both teams is very good. And, you know, it's definitely the best. Bosco versus Bergen, best rivalry in the state. So we're ready for it.
Of course, we're only halfway through the season. What's your general feeling on this team moving forward as to what you guys can achieve?
I mean, we're just taking it game by game. We know it's going to be hard each and every night, but we prepared for it.
So the scene is set for the Bergen Jamboree quarterfinals coming up this weekend. Should be an outstanding day of basketball at FDU. And Don Bosco Prep looks to continue their outstanding play here in mid-February. Here at Don Bosco Prep, I'm Lou Brogno for Inside Varsity Sports on the Baseline.